go. Oh shit. Special
Oh,
fucking edition, dog. Nick, birthday, weekend, special edition, F&N Raw Uncut, back in motherfucking action. It's that time. It needs to be done, needs to be talked about, and you need that love that you get from us, pure source, once a week, how we do.
pure consciousness.
We,
Pure
yeah,
consciousness.
that's right, brother. That is
That's
correct.
how we're coming at you guys today with that pure consciousness.
For people who don't know what the fuck he's talking about, it's what is that book, man? The audio book with the
Catching
funny
catching
voice,
the big fish, dog.
Catching the Big Fish with David
If
Lynch,
you want to
the
learn how to
Lynch found.
meditate, check it out. So these people are probably saying, Nick, I know you're doing the cleanse. How's it going? I'm gonna tell you the fucking simplified version, dog. If I had cancer, it'd be gone 3 days ago, man. That's how I'm fucking feeling today, dog.
Oh shit! Oh fucking shit!
So
So
fucking do it if you want to fucking do it. It sucks. You can't eat sometimes, but you feel fucking good. And if you got that cancer shit, it'll be gone, man. So fuck it, man. That's what type of day it
yeah,
is. We said we
that's
were
the
having
type
a
of
breast cancer awareness, man. Me and Freddie will feel anybody's titties that they want to check for cancer and give you 2 juices gratis on the house, man. So just hit us up.
hit us up, man. You know where
We'll
we
feel
live.
a tit
Oh,
and
you don't.
give you some juice just 'cause that that juice, man, that fucking cures cancer. It's not a joke. There's scientific studies online. People who had cancer and then all of a sudden they just started eating only vegetables and fish and the cancer went away, dog. That's because you got all the fucking medicine from Mother Earth that you need, baby.
Let thy
So fuck the
food be thy
doctors. Fuck the
medicine.
doctors.
Medicine.
Fuck the doctors, man.
Yeah, fuck those greedy bastards, man. They're making a fortune on you eating
Like,
fucking cheeseburgers,
yeah,
baby.
yeah, do chemotherapy. Just pay us fucking 60 grand a fucking month. But then you're saying, guess what, dog? I'm gonna go buy vegetables for 200 bucks a month and cure that shit myself. 'Cause fucking Mother Earth says, you gotta live, baby, and I'm giving it to you. And that's how we do.
Yeah, that's how the system operates, man. We were given the foods we were given for a reason, man. It's not like, yeah, it's not like Mother Earth don't want us here, man. She provided all we need, and
All we
that's
need.
and
All
also what we don't need, man. Talking about yesterday, I was fucking, Nick had his birthday this Friday. I wasn't there to celebrate with him, so I had to take care of business on my own, man. Had to go out, celebrate for myself, man, with Nick in the back of my head, dog, partying with me in the spirit world, man. You were there.
Oh, I was,
I
dog.
was
I was
fucking,
jumping up and down, fucking blowing up balloons, painting people's face.
yeah. My brother, man. So yeah, you were there. I was fucked up yesterday, man. God damn, son, it was a good night out. Jumping up and down, fucking trying to be a wingman for my friends.
And we
Oh,
joke.
back in action, man.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. So happy birthday to me. Freddie was celebrating, getting fucked up like a soldier.
Yeah,
Where'd you go, man? What'd you
yeah.
do?
What I
What
did,
was the
man.
fucking scenario, man?
The scenario, brother, was I hung out with my boy who just got released of the electronic fucking what do you call it, man? Some electronic shit that he was on in house arrest, man. House arrested by the government or the popo. Had to be in his house. He was out. We were drinking and shit. Started at his place, rocking to some of that fucking 80s music, jumping up and down already, dog. Getting the party started. Then we headed over to this chick's house. Fucking kept on drinking there. Had a good old time. Then we hit the fucking bars in the city next to me. I met up with my girlfriend. She was working and shit. Uh, you know, fucking jumped up and down and met some of my other jiu-jitsu guys. Fucking had a blast, man. Um, oh, dog. This fucking Polish dude got knocked the fuck out.
Oh shit. Only in Norway.
only in Norway, man. I was walking up the fucking stairs and he was laying right in front of me, man, like knocked cold for 10 fucking minutes, man. The police were there looking at him, trying to get him to fucking breathe again. I just got freaked out, man. I fucking ran away. Um, but dog, that dude was stoned fucking cold.
Oh,
Not funny, man. I don't get it. Why the fuck you wanna, that shit is dangerous, man. Why do you wanna fight? Or I guess I get it sometimes, but I'm fucked up at sometimes, so what do I know?
I don't really get it either, dog. But who knows? Maybe there's a good reason. Maybe some dude fucked his wife. I don't know.
Who the fuck knows? But
That's
I
that's
think,
that, that one thing I never got is people who like try to intervene in fights, man, because you don't know the story, man. Like if all right, man, say you're married, some dude fucking fucks your wife. I don't know, hits your daughter or some shit like that, man. And you're fucking gonna kick this guy's ass no matter what. And someone tries to stop you, you ain't gonna sit down and explain the story to the dude. You're just gonna fucking knock him out. So I just say, people get into fights, man. Hey, I don't know the fucking story. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. But guess what, Doug? Who the fuck knows, man? Who am I to tell him what to do? If everyone was like, oh, I fight. God, every fight's bad. Hey, man, sometimes someone needs to get knocked out, man. It's just part of life, man. Sometimes some guy does something. You need to get knocked out. Fuck it. But
yeah,
guess what?
and
I don't do bad shit. I don't do nothing like that, and I don't really get knocked out ever. So that tells you something. I'm a
absolutely.
pretty good dude. I don't do shit, and I don't think I've ever been knocked out from someone else. I've hit my head on shit and got knocked out, but that's a different story. 'Cause I've been
that's
there.
that's just you being an idiot.
That's just me
Yeah.
being an idiot. So I think there's something to that, man. I mean, you don't just get in a fight for no reason. So next time you see a fight, just say, hey, I could watch, but hey, don't try to fucking intervene because you don't know the story, man. That's it.
Yeah, true that, man.
You don't know the
And
story.
sometimes, if there are certain fucking people out there, man, who are just being dicks. They just walk up to you, man, and they want to fight. And I think in all cases you can, or in almost all cases you can fucking talk your way out of it. Just act crazy, and they'll understand that this dude is fucking crazy, man. If you ever find yourself in a situation where someone's about to punch you, there's two ways you can go, man. And I've been in that situation a lot, and I've been out of it a lot. Like, made sure I didn't end up in a fight. So, there's one way, which is like being as nice as fucking possible, man. Just being a really nice guy, just talking your way out of it, being cool, and chilled out and nice. People don't want to fight nice people. And there's option number two, which is a bit more fucking risky. If you just fucking you just start acting fucking crazy, telling the guy, please fucking punch me, yelling at him, being all fucked up, they're gonna think you're fucking crazy. And if you tell them to fucking hit you, you are crazy. So that's an option number two, man, just to act fucking insane. But then, if the guy fucking punches you, I think you got a reason to fucking knock him cold out, man, because some people, they need to be put in their places.
Yeah, I forget where I was hearing this, but I think it's interesting too. And the thing that I think is a real smart way to go about it is, A, you never want to show your cards, right? So if some guy's doing this and this to you, you kind of just want to be as relaxed as possible, not being too nice. This is just what I think. Not being too nice, not being too crazy, just totally neutral where the guy can't tell. Because someone's getting mad and they see you're afraid, then they're going to get more. Like basically how they get mad is they're judging you. And if they think it'll be easy, whatever, they're going to get more and more mad. But if they can't tell where you're at, then you can see they start doubting themselves or whatever, right? Because they can't see the scenario, man. But that's option A, is just to kind of remain and just kind of look them in the eyes and just kind of wait there, like seeing what the scenario is. So usually most people will kind of, it's like a mirror, man. They're almost realizing they're being a fucking idiot. But if the scenario goes where the guy's, you can tell the guy's still gonna fucking, punch you, or he's still, mad or whatever, or it might happen later on. All I say is, man, the one who usually throws the first punch usually fucking wins. So don't say nothing. When the guy looks the other way, just fucking knock his ass on the ground and kick his ass, man. Because if you get hit with a solid punch, and it's from a guy who, yeah, you're being a dick, but he's not jumping around, all that stuff. You're not really expecting it. That's enough right there, man.
Yeah,
You can't really recover from that in less than 30 seconds, man. Like the other day, I was fucking outside and I dropped something on my nose. It was pretty heavy, man. I just had a little mark there, but it hit me square in the nose, and it took like 6 seconds for me to really like, and I was trying to really like get my vision kind of clear, because your nose connects with your eyes and all
yeah,
that shit too. But I was like, yeah, I mean, if you get hit one time really good in the head and you're not really expecting it, you're not really gonna come back unless you're a fighter, man. So I think that's a good option if you can keep your cool, man. But you got to be able to read the guy well. And if it diffuses, it diffuses. But if you can tell it's not, just wait for that one moment where he kind of looks to his buddy or whatever, and then because he's
uh,
not expecting it, because he can't read you, and then ooh, and then
you
just
fucking
fucking
knocked
kick
him the
his
fuck
ass,
out.
because he's not gonna return, man. But I think the key to the whole thing is like not really, the guy can't tell, he can't read you or all that shit, because usually that's all they're trying to do is get on mad, this and that, and then want someone else to get mad or someone else to back or whatever, man. It's all about that. If you can fight, then fucking do whatever you want, man. But that's for if you know
Fucking fighter.
you're not a fucking fighter. You're not gonna go toe to toe, man. You just want to diffuse the situation. I've never fought really anyone like that, but usually diffuses because I'm pretty relaxed. But if you need to, I'm telling you, man, the one who gets hit first in a street fight and it's a solid hit, they pretty much always lose, man. Unless the other
Yeah.
guy stops or something like that, man. But if you get hit one time real good in the head and you're not expecting it, dog, you're not really coming back to
You're
100%, man.
you get fucked up, man. Yeah,
You're
that's a
not
hard
coming back to
recovery.
100%, man. So be careful of that first hit too, man. You don't want to be the first one to get hit. So fuck it.
True that, and also one thing that if you're gonna fucking hit someone, make sure to hit until they're fucking on the ground, man. Because you don't want to. Once you hit that first punch and you get those fucking seconds to recover, you get adrenaline in your fucking body and you freak the fuck out. It's either fight or flight, man. And if the option is to fight, he's throwing a fucking haymaker back at you.
Boom.
So you want to make sure to fucking hit until it's on the ground.
Yeah.
But what the fuck what type of fucking advice are we giving out on this
But
fucking
hey,
peaceful
it's
podcast,
this is
man?
fucking practical advice, man. I mean, one thing I was thinking is like I think there's a certain level of being peaceful, but there's another level too. I mean, it's like you can't be fucking Buddha I mean, I guess you could, but I don't really feel like sacrificing myself or the people like safety or the people I care about safety just to not fight. Fuck that.
Yeah,
At the end
man.
of the day,
That's
man, if someone wants to, and like I said, man, it's like be neutral about it. But if you can tell for sure the guy's gonna do something to you now or when you're not looking later on, you know what I mean? If you can really tell that, then fuck it, dog. You either gotta hit him when he's like not expecting it, or fucking leave. You got the two options because you know he's gonna do it to you. That's
yeah,
only if
man.
you know. If it's only if you know that. So I think it's good practical advice, man. I mean, fuck it. And the first punch gotta be a really good one, man, because if it's just a slight one and knocks up, then make sure that one is
Yeah.
gonna be one of those ones that it's 10 seconds till this guy gets his fucking full, full stream of consciousness back. I was listening to the church podcast, and they had Forrest Griffin on there, and he was saying there was times when he had been in fights and got hit, and like literally he doesn't even remember the whole rounds. And he got
Yeah.
hit one time, and he literally was not even like conscious. It was just his subconscious that was doing the
Right.
fighting because he was so good with it. But he literally can't remember an entire fucking round
Yeah,
till he got
and
hit in
that's
the
pretty
face once.
common too. That's
Yeah.
pretty common. It's crazy, man. But once, like now that we're talking about fighting and giving out fucking advices here, I'll give some of my fucking best shit out.
Yeah,
So number
I
one,
wanted to
man.
ask you this, man. Maybe you could do it after this, but I was gonna say what a good advice thing would be like 3 or 4 things, that you've learned from jujitsu that anyone could just use as self-defense, like maybe how to stop a knife, how to fucking, that type of shit, like some self-defense.
Yeah, man. I'll
But yeah,
fucking explain.
do your shit first, man.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do anyways.
Do it though.
So yeah, first off, man, if you're throwing the first haymaker or anything, if you're throwing, you wanna fucking hit as straight as possible and hit in the jaw. But if you want to you do one straight and then you come with a swing. And the swing, you should hit right under the ear. That's the jaw. If you hit someone there, they're going out. That's like the best way to fucking knock someone out. You can't really knock someone out if you hit them in the forehead. So either, you start with maybe a straightforward, like a jab, straight as possible to the nose. That's gonna fuck up their vision and it hurts like hell. And then the second one, you come with a punch right under the ear.
Ooh,
And
that's the
then
one-two punch, baby.
that's the 1-2 punch, man. And if you're in a street fight, it's like, and for guys who do fighting out there, this is a really good thing. If you're doing fucking kickboxing or Muay Thai or something like that, it's it's pretty easy to fucking apply this to your fighting, but you want to first, you have three levels of height on where you can, fucking attack someone. So you could either hit him in the face, go for the body, the stomach and the sides, the liver and all that, or the legs. So if you can change all of that all the time, like you start a combo with 1-2 punches to the face, then a hit to the leg, and then a knee to the body. Then you're attacking first the face, then the the legs, and then the middle of the body, the stomach. It's extremely fucking difficult to defend against that type of fighting because you're attacking from all angles, all heights. So you start one to the fucking nose, one to under the ear, the jaw, and then maybe a knee to the belly or a fucking kick to the groin, baby. This is street fighting. You want to finish this motherfucker as soon as possible. Or you could do one to the nose, one under the ear, fucking kick in the nuts, and then a fucking knee to the face. The guy is out. For you women out there, man, that's what you need to be doing. Because
Fuck.
even though you're not as strong, if you hit on those places, the nose, under the ear, the fucking groin, the balls, and then maybe a fucking knee to the nose again, he's gonna look like a fucking comedian with that fucked up nose, and and he's gonna be fucking stone cold, dog.
Yeah,
Not dead.
those ones really fuck you up for like a couple minutes, man, because you guys get all watery, you can't see either. That's a fucking good one. Let me ask you this, man. So the other week I watched for the first time some of these Krav Maga videos, and the
Yeah,
one thing they said in there which I thought was cool is they were saying if you're in a street fight and you take someone down, like the almost all in most martial arts, the thing is, once you take them down, then ground and pound them, do some sort of submissions or wrestle them or whatever it is, which is really good for the one-on-one combat, right? But they're
yeah,
saying the one thing about street fights that you see a lot in videos too is guess what? You take the one guy you're fighting down, but he's got 3 buddies there that while you're on the ground with this guy will just run over and kick you in the fucking head. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I was thinking, I'm like, that you see so many videos. How many fighting videos where it's just on the street where it's just 2 guys? No, someone else always comes. So, what would be your advice on that, man? Because yeah, you could focus on one person, punching him, this and that. But if you're so focused on that, you're leaving yourself totally open to any of that guy's friends. If you're so focused on doing these combos to any of them and you're close to this guy to just come over and hit you really hard when you're not expecting it. So they're saying like, you know, hit the guy, get him down, then back up and take like 6, 7 steps back just in case that shit kind of happens, man. What would be your advice for that? Because a lot of the videos I do see of street fights, that shit always fucking happens, man. It's always a friend or something comes and kicks, like literally the guy's on top of him, and the guy will run and kick him in the fucking head. That shit is
Yeah,
probably the worst thing that could happen to you. A kick
yeah,
on the
it's
head when you're on your
dangerous.
knees, like fuck, man. And you're so
Yeah,
focused because you're like adrenaline's when you're hitting this guy, but guess what? It blocks your mind out from all the other external threats too.
yeah. Well, that's kind of the fucking base or the basic mindset of Krav Maga is finish the guy as fucking fast as possible. And and that's kind of the fucking whole thing, man. If you want to do some takedowns and shit, uh, I would, I wouldn't advise that to fucking people who don't do grappling, for example, or MMA or something, because you can do takedowns, and that's also a lot of the time. If you do a proper fucking, like for example, a double leg, like where you catch their legs and you lift them up a bit and fucking hit them to the, or lay him in the ground, that could be a fucking knockout. That's a hard recovery, man. Unless you're full of drugs or alcohol, or even alcohol, man, you're gonna get fucked up by a proper takedown. So if you take someone down and they have friends, you take them down, stand over, give them two fucking punches, then back away. But that's the bad thing about grappling. It's not really the best shit for street fighting unless you're good at it. So you can do a takedown, one or two punches to the face, or just a takedown and move on to the next guy, because the guy is going to be out for a couple of seconds. But I would advise, using strikes and kicks when you're dealing with several people, just for that reason.
Yeah,
And
also,
and yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I think if you start off and you do realize there's fucking 3 or 4 guys and just you probably want to get an exit strategy, man, because I mean, depending how good of a fighter you are, but the chances are just fucking against you, man. That if 2 of them grab your arm, you know what I mean? It's like it's not like a
yeah,
Jackie Chan movie where the motherfucker just knocks out 30 guys at a time. And you notice that, man? Like these kung fu movies, it's 30 guys, but for some reason they all fight them one at a time.
exactly, man. That's not real
That's
life.
not real life, man. You have the guys just all coming on you, man. And so I think if you realize you're outnumbered, man, you gotta figure out how to just fucking get out of there, man, because you're probably not gonna, you know, beat 4 guys at the same time.
Yeah, chances of that are fucking limited, man. That's a hard fight right there.
So
So I
get the
would say
fuck out
fucking
of there.
get the fuck out. Yeah, absolutely, man. And yeah, get the fuck out. If you get fucking cornered or something, I would say just run through 'em, man, if possible, and be mean. That's one of the things. But I did my the guy who teaches me some valetudo. That's like the where you put everything together. You got the fucking. You're basically allowed to do everything except kicking in the groin and pushing in the eyes. You can't really do that. But aside from that, everything's legal. And that dude, one time there was this football team, 8 guys, and like football, soccer dudes. I don't know about the whole world, but in Norway they're kind of fucking cocky and they think they're the best, and they go out drinking and shit. So they were out and they still got in a fight with this guy. And of course, they did not know that he's a fucking master of everything when it
The
comes to fighting.
Grandmaster, dog.
The Grandmaster, man. They fucked up right there, man. So basically, I think one of the guys hit him, and it ended up with 8 fucking soccer players laying on the floor, just completely destroyed, man. He broke one of the guys' arms. I think the last dude, he just fucking took him to the ground and broke his arm. and the other guy had his lip, like like this part of his lip was just ripped open, man, because he had taken his hand and smashed it in the bar or something, or two. He completely destroyed the guy. So be fucking careful when you're fighting, even though you got friends. You know, for if you were to meet that dude and you're throwing shit, you're maybe he's even fucking throwing shit your way. Chances are you don't want to fight him because you never know when you come across those guys and they'll fucking destroy you, man.
You're gonna lose guaranteed, man.
Yeah, and
But
also,
I do notice that like the people who are the best at fighting aren't really gonna push to fight that hard because they fight all the time. You know, maybe if you're an asshole, they may fight you, but it's not gonna be the guy who just fucking goes around and wants to fight all the time because he already fights all the time. Why do you want to go do it,
yeah,
with some
exactly,
fucking amateurs?
exactly, man. And also, it's kind of like, I think, when you have never been around like fighters and shit, I think you would think that they're kind of cool, like, I don't know, maybe muscly guys who fucking just think they're the best and they're like dickheads and all that type of shit. Maybe you see that in the movies, but that's not the case, man. In my experience, and I've been around some different places all over, like some when we went traveling, did it in Italy, and every fighter I come across, they're pretty fucking humble. Like they don't have anything to prove because they already know that, you know, I think fighting and shit is kind of like it gives you a feeling of being a little manly because you can defend yourself. And it's just some primal shit, I guess. And you don't have to fucking prove to anyone that you're manly or or whatever because you already know. You get it. You see that when you fight, and also I think it relieves a lot of stress, man, because of the working out part.
Boom.
So yeah, fighters are generally pretty fucking nice, man. But don't fucking hit him. Don't hit him.
I mean, just fucking don't be a dickhead, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're
Yeah,
a
at the
fucking
end of the
asshole, don't listen to fucking F&N no more, dog. We don't want you around.
exactly, man. Or in worst case, if you are an asshole and you're trying to work on it, fucking keep listening though, because that's what we're all about, baby. Change.
Just gotta start making some changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers. Oh shit.
Ooh-wee. That's right. That's right.
But you know what I do notice though, man, about just people who get in fights in random places in general, man? It's all 80, 90% of the time it's about some fucking chick. You looked at my girl, you hit on my girl, we're both trying to hit on the same girl. I'm just like, man, when do people get so fucked up about just getting some pussy, man?
Hey, man, it's
You
it's
know what I'm
about the
saying? It's like
survival
almost
of.
every fucking fight you see going on. If you get to the root of it, there's probably some fucking pussy involved, man.
Yeah, man. Even though it don't seem like
Almost
it.
always, man. There's always some pussy involved in the fight, man.
And another thing, man. Another thing is if it wasn't fucking pussy involved in the conversation or in the issues of fighting, it was definitely that both those fucking guys did not get laid or something happened with the girlfriend or
Who the
it's
fuck
some
knows,
whatever, man. It's an angle in there. It's a fucking
man?
dominant
It's involved,
factor of
man.
fight.
It's in the mix, man. They put it. They're cooking something. They're cooking a fight, and that's the main ingredient in the pot.
Yeah, absolutely. Lack of fucking pussy, man, and love.
Yeah, man, it's just something about pussy, man. You know, you looked at this girl, I'm trying to hit on this girl, blah blah blah. You know, every time it happens, man, there's always some chick behind it, man. And you see some chicks that they kind of like it, man. You know, they want to see
Yeah,
who's gonna be the top guy. So hey, they're like, no, we don't want no one to fight. But then you watch them look, and when they look, they're like, ooh, all excited. You know what I mean?
yeah, behind the
Oh,
fucking
but it's like
scenes,
this, man.
man.
Imagining you're like, oh, they're fighting over me, you know? It makes you feel
Yeah,
all special. You're like, I'm valuable. They're competing for me. I'm special, blah, blah, blah. So you gotta
absolutely.
watch out,
And
man. Because some chicks that are too much like that always gonna be wanting some drama. But guess what, man? Fuck it. If
yeah,
you like that shit, then it's good, man. But
Maybe you need some drama in your life, dog.
Maybe you're a drama. Maybe your middle name's drama. If that's the case, then go for it, dog. But if it's not the case, watch out, man, because that bitch is gonna have you fight somebody sometime.
Yeah,
She's
man.
gonna say to you, "Hey, that guy grabbed my ass," when the guy didn't do nothing, you know. You walk over, "Hey, you grabbed my girl's ass?" No, dog, I didn't do. What the fuck you talking about, dog? She told me this, but and she's sitting there. No, no, I don't want to fight. And then her
Yeah,
eyes is like, "Oh, I want to see what this dude's made of." So fuck it,
absolutely, man.
go,
If you
dog.
see
Like
it in the
man, Tupac
fucking,
said, "Scandalous."
absolutely, brother. But if you guys don't believe us, man, take a look at the animal fucking, at the animals, man. Every animal, every, a lot of the times, man, you know what they're fighting for?
Food and
Pussy.
pussy, man.
Food and
Food and
pussy.
pussy. We don't gotta fight about food here, so we're good. But that
Yeah,
pussy, man, ain't quite as easy to come across as food.
true that, brother. True that.
You can't go to McDonald's and order some pussy in 2 minutes.
Fuck, what if it was like that, man?
Yeah,
You had
whatever.
like, remember in Amsterdam we were walking in the fucking, what's the name of the place?
Red
Where
light district.
the red light district, man, and it's basically McDonald's there, that man, only red fucking doors and shit, red lights,
You just walk up,
and
drop a bill on there, and guess what? You're getting your dick sucked in 2 minutes or less.
yeah, man, it is like McDonald's, man. You rock up in McDonald's, you say, I want a Big Mac, and you get a Big Mac. You rock up in the red light district, you walk around, you take a look at the girls, you say, I want that chick, you fucking talk to her or something, pay her a little of that do re missy, and you got your cheeseburger, baby.
Amsterdam did it right, man. You look at like fucking. I've been in Asia for a long time, and there it's all fucking retarded, man. You know, like it's just all. I guess it's more of a poor country, but it's so unorganized, and some chicks on the streets want money. Then there's bars with only prostitutes, and there's fucking transvestites. You can't tell the difference a lot of times, and it's all fucking confusing, dog, right? When some are
Yeah,
prostitutes, but they'll have sex with you for free if they like you, you know. But Amsterdam, you go, it's like red light, it's a woman, blue light, that's a tranny. Stay away from the blue light. And then what is it like red light? You know, they all do fixed prices. You look at the girl, she looks good. You walk in, you know, whatever, done in a little bit, man. But they made it organized. Everywhere else, prostitution is so unorganized and like on like last night I went to this Dodger to a baseball game and driving back. It's in like downtown LA, so some parts out there nice. But you just see in front of like some old motel, just like fucking six black prostitutes just hanging out with their ass out, you know, standing on the corner. It's just it ain't organized, man. It's all, you know, diseases and blah blah blah. But Amsterdam just said, let's turn a new business, dog. Fuck it.
yeah,
Give
it's
the
like,
people what they want.
it's crazy, man, and I think it's just, society is just running on old fucking momentum, man, where they want to put in laws and shit against nature. Like people want to get their dick sucked. People sometimes want to use fucking drugs. People want to do this and that, and no matter what fucking laws you put in place, they're gonna get their fucking dick sucked anyways. You ever fucking ask, like, let's say you got a businessman and he's ordering a prostitute to a hotel, and then right before she's about to suck the dick, you give him a little call on the phone. For some reason, you know what he's doing, and you present the facts to him. You know what you're doing is illegal. It's against the law. You think he's gonna give a fuck? No, man. He's gonna fucking hang up on you and call you an idiot. You know, and if you ever take a look at a drug addict and you say, right before they're about to shoot some heroin up their fucking arm, say, you know what, sir? That is illegal what you're doing. They're not gonna put that needle away. So the laws don't work to fucking prevent it from happening. It's just turning people, normal people who wanna either get their dick sucked or do fucking drugs or whatever, it's turning them into criminals, man, instead of, I think especially with the fucking drug thing, it's more like they're having a health, like mentally, they have mental problems, health problems. So instead of treating them like criminals, treat them like a fucking person who needs a little help with their life, man. Something's missing, something's going wrong, and chances of chances of that being the fucking society is in its fault. You know, that's probably it, man. If you were to live, uh, you know, as a fucking caveman, he wouldn't have those fucking problems, probably. So it's the society's fucking responsibility to help him get up.
Yo, Freddie, I'm gonna take a different turn on this topic, man.
Okay,
I'm gonna drop a question, man. That might be controversial.
okay,
If you're married, right,
yeah.
and you're in a place like Amsterdam, and you go, you go get a prostitute. You're married, but just one time thing. It's not like some chick you're seeing all the time. You just after work, you're stressed out. I don't know, whatever fucking happened. You go, drop some money, fuck a prostitute, 20 minutes over. Is that cheating?
Oh, yeah, I think that is cheating.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
like, but
yeah.
you don't have a relationship with this prostitute, man. You're not seeing her regularly. It was just you walk through, you thought you saw 20 minutes, bing, bang, boom, done. You never go back again, man. Is that cheating,
Oh,
man? Because you're not really sacrificing
emotionally,
the relationship. You don't, the relationship has nothing to do with it. You just, it's not like a problem. You're not going all the time. You just fucking go get that dick
do it
sucked or
one
something
time.
one day, maybe once a year or once every 6 months. And that's with different chicks, just random shit, man. Is that really cheating? Well, by society standards, yes, but is it really?
Yeah, well, you know
I
what?
think it's
I
it's
guess
a controversial question.
it is, man, because it depends on the way you look at it. Because cheating, I think, a lot of the times it's to do with the fucking emotion shit that is in fucking, when you get emotions for other girls, and that's the main problem, I think. But, you know, yeah, I would say by the normal standards of a monogamous relationship, that is cheating.
I
But it
heard
all
people say
depends.
that like, oh, watching porn is cheating.
Well, they are fucking retarded.
So it's like I think everyone has their own definitions, man. You know what I mean?
But in one way, in a small fucking way, it is, it's not cheating. I would never call it cheating.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind my girl fucking looking at other dicks and masturbating or whatever. but, but, uh, but yeah, man, it's not fucking cheating at all,
Or
man.
it's looking at a computer screen and fucking jerking your dick. How the fuck is it cheating? There's only one person there. Who are you cheating with? Yourself?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, cheating involves two people, right? How the fuck could it ever be cheating if it's just you and a computer? Unless it's some
Yeah.
of that fucking, like that movie shit where the guy falls in love with his computer. But all I'm saying is, man, if it's just you and a fucking computer, how could it be cheating? There's no other person to cheat with.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly, man.
saying?
You're
But,
cheating with your thoughts.
nah,
That's your.
fuck that
I
shit,
think
dog.
number one, it's only women who ever fucking argue that. They're probably really insecure about their sexuality, and they don't have the confidence and shit. So it's a fucking stupid argument. No, you're not cheating. Don't worry, dog. Keep watching that porn if you want to.
Yeah, that's the one cool thing about Sex at Dawn is like, I don't know, Chris Ryan's always like, oh, I don't want to give advice, but if you really look at the fucking book and all the advice given is like, dude, there's not really. I mean, I think people try, but I don't really know how good of a way it is to be in a relationship where it's like you're just totally fucking not monogamous in our society. I don't have any experience with it.
So,
You know what I mean?
well, you mean,
Like he says human beings aren't naturally monogamous, right? This is
yeah,
his book, but he never gives an advice on how you should do things, right? But in our society, if you have, two people and they're like married or in a relationship or whatever, maybe you could work out something from time to time. But I think if you're always seeing other people, it's, I don't really know if that's you can keep one stronger relationship and then have like three or four other ones. that healthily. I don't know, but the one thing about his book that I think was his intention, or the biggest intention, was like, look, I like what he said. He's like, just because you're a vegetarian doesn't mean, some fucking fresh broiled chicken doesn't smell good. So it's like, look, if your girlfriend looks at other dudes or whatever, or you look at other chicks, that's part of your fucking DNA, man. And to
Yeah,
realize that's normal, I think that's like the biggest takeaway from his thing, and like that you can just really apply, is that human beings are naturally attracted to many different people. I mean, I don't have enough experience with fucking non-polygamous stuff and all those like documentaries I've seen. I gotta say, man, they come off as kind of weird. Like these people that
yeah,
have, one lady with two or three lovers, and they all live together, or the other way around. And I think with just the framework of our society and the way families are built, it's not really something that is that applicable anymore, because it worked for hunter-gatherers because it was a good way to live and
yeah.
thrive. But for us,
Don't work like
it's
that.
not really so optimal to live that way in our society. But I could see, like I was saying, even like that as a little extension. Like you're married, but and that's for sure. But if once every couple months you want to go bust a nut in a fucking prostitute, not a problem. Like, saying something like that. But if you're having other relationships,
Well,
then
what
like
about?
how many times have you like maybe seen one or two girls, and then you meet another girl and you're like, oh, she's way better or something like that. So I think if you had that type of relationship, you would have, with all the options coming in, you would probably leave the main person you're with eventually, right? Just because something feels new, or whatever it is. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that whole polygamous thing is, I don't think it's so applicable in our society. And even Chris Ryan himself, he's married.
Yeah, but he says, but he never really gives a proper answer. But he says he lives by the book they wrote. So I don't
He
think he's in a
says,
monogamous relationship.
well, he says our relationship is informed by our research, which really doesn't mean anything, because it could be one part of the research, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Oh
think,
yeah.
I mean, who really knows? But I don't think it's some crazy fucking polygamous thing where he's fucking three different other chicks. Like if you
No.
look in his Instagram, he always posts pictures him hanging out with his wife,
Well, what's his Instagram? I don't have it.
Chris Ryan, PhD. But it's all pictures with him and his wife hanging out, and they live together, and they always travel together. They wrote the book together. So I mean, it's like you only got so much time in a fucking day, dog. But shit, I don't know if it's getting too sidetracked here, but what I'm
But
saying
yeah,
is,
man,
I don't have enough experience, but I don't know if that full
it's not,
fucking polygamous thing is that. Uh,
it's not really even fucking
but dude, all
like,
the people you see doing that are come off as fucking weird.
yeah, man, that's
Like,
one thing I
like
have
the
noticed.
feeling is just fucking weird, man. And like, I've been looking for cars recently, and I looked at this one the other day, and they looked really good. And I said, oh, I gotta take it to my mechanic so he can look at it. And the guy I was talking to, he was all over trying to sell it. It looked all nice. I took it to the mechanic. There was a couple of things wrong in there. And then I went back to the guy's place, and then all of a sudden this guy, like, just the way he was totally changed, man. Like he was really trying to sell me this shit, blah blah blah. And just the feeling I got was just fucking, I don't know, man. I'm just weird, man. So then I get back home and I look up this car, and that specific car, even though it looks good, like that model is just has a lot of problems with it. So that's why he was trying to sell it so much, because he knows that type has all these problems. But I just got a weird feeling from the guy. And I tell you, man, I was thinking about it a lot. Every time I get like literally almost every time if I get a weird feeling from someone, it's always right. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, always, man. Like, fucking always. And I
yeah,
get that fucking weird feeling from these fucking polygamous people, man. Just the way they come off, something is not fucking right, man. Something is not behind the scenes, man. You go behind that curtain of them saying this and that about we're all happy, blah blah blah. There's a fuckload of problems, man, that don't come out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's, either you're in or you're fucking out. I think, if I guess, if you're in a mature relationship, and I think, one fucking thing that is really important is always having that good communication, man. Um, being honest in that shit, and I guess you could fucking, uh, I guess, it's better to fucking talk about it and plan it out than it is to cheat, because then you might fucking hurt someone's feelings and this and that. And it's not even fair, man. Like, let's say if you're cheating on someone, it's not fair because you're having sex with several people while she only gets to have sex with you, which is, you know, I think unfair. So be fucking honest about that shit. And I was out yesterday, man, and god damn, man, the bitches loved me. And it was like, fuck, this bitch is hot. But, at the same time, I didn't want to fucking hurt my girl's feelings and shit, so I didn't do anything. But, I wanted to at a certain level, but at the same time, I know I can fucking go home and have like way better sex with my girlfriend, because, she knows what I like her, and this and that. So, yeah. What the fuck am I trying to say?
I
Uh,
think this got sidetracked, man.
yeah,
This
I
all
did.
started with fucking a prostitute one time cheating. But back to the
Yeah,
point, man. I mean, I think knowing that, like, you're out, you wanna have a variety of people to have sex with. It's natural. Like, I think,
yeah,
maybe not being some weird polygamous fucking thing, but if you just say, from time to time, if you want to go fucking get some dick or get some pussy, just to fucking get a freshness in there, that's all good, man. Just as long as it's not, some sort of relationship, man. Or that's where a service, like a fucking prostitute, really becomes a good thing. Because it's
yeah,
like, look,
absolutely.
the relationship is here, but guess what, man? You just need fucking an oil change, right?
Yeah, and I think, for like old people always say, like people nowadays, they need to don't give up so fast with the relationships. Like people, they just get fucking divorced for nothing. And I think I think I think you can be really happy having a relationship and all. It's got to be with the right person though, and you got to have that open communication probably. But I think most people who are happy are more no most people that are married for a long time are more happy than the ones that are alone. I would guess.
I
Well,
mean,
that's what
I
I've heard.
I think
It
every person's
and every
different, man.
person's
Like,
different.
yeah, I think in the day, everything always comes down to the person, man. I mean, if you're a happy person, you're a happy person. If you're a fucking, miserable, angry person, don't matter if you're fucking married or alone. You're still gonna be the same motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it
very
don't it
true.
don't it don't matter if you're fucking, living on Mars, man. That same miserable fucker don't go away. If you're a happy
Yeah,
person,
man.
it don't matter what you're doing, man. You're still the same fucking happy person.
Yeah,
But
yeah, probably.
anyways,
That's true, man. That is true. That's probably true because I was fucking happy before I got in a relationship, and I'm still happy.
yeah, I mean,
So,
shit you do
some people,
doesn't really change how you feel that much, man. You are who you are, and that's mostly responsible for how you feel, man.
yeah, and
But
the inside kind of is the outside with that shit. Like, if you got your shit together inside, probably the outside stuff, like the events and shit happening in your life, is gonna be pretty good as well. Like we've been talking about, to get your meditation on, get your fucking spiritual shit together, and get your workings on. What are you checking a phone, dog?
looking at these notes, dog, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, looking at the notes, man.
I think we
Yeah,
should change the fucking topic. But
yeah,
to
man.
fucking sum it up, dog, prostitution can be a good thing if it's done right. and it ain't really fucking cheating if you're just going off one-off time, man. That's basically what I'm saying, man. I think that's a lot better suitable rule than what it currently is, or people where it's so undefined and people think porn is cheating,
Yeah,
Cheating
it's
is
more
emotional, man, not fucking physical.
physical. Yeah. So what do you got for us on those notes, man? I'm looking forward to that.
The first one, Doug, I just want to give a shout out here to fucking my man Jim Valvano. I don't know if you've seen it. He's this college basketball coach um, that basically took a team that was like fucking nobodies and won the whole national championship. And there's a documentary on it called, I think it's Jim Valvano 20 by 20. But it is probably the definitely is the top 3 or the top 5 documentaries I ever watched in my life, man. It is just, I just want to tell you guys, man, I ain't even gotta sit there and just fucking watch that shit, man. It is probably the most inspiring documentary I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, man. I cried at the end like a baby in public. I was in my school last year, man, watching this shit, and I'm in the library of like 70 computers, and I'm watching this shit, and I can't help
What
but fucking cry, man.
what is it called? 20 by 20?
Let me look it up. Jim,
Or give me the name of one. Oh, talking about documentaries, man. Did you watch The Corporation?
yeah, I watched parts of it, Doug.
How do you like it?
It's, I've seen a lot. Back when I was in high school, man, I was listening to a lot of that shit, man.
Oh shit. Pretty fucking cool.
Let me
Cool.
fucking find this shit, man.
Check out The Corporation, man. That's a fucking. I would strongly suggest you watching that. Everyone. If you're not really aware of how corporations fucking work, and basically if you're not aware of what's fucking um, controlling the planet or a lot of its resources, check out The Corporation. What's the other name on the documentary we were
Yeah,
talking?
it's not 20 by 20, man. It's 30 for 30. It's Survive and Advance 30 for 30. And dude, definitely top 3 documentaries I've ever seen in my life, man. Just fucking inspirational.
Shit, I'll check it out,
Like
man.
you watch this shit, man, and it makes you realize, man, you could fucking do anything that you want to do, man. It is the most fucking inspirational goddamn documentary in the planet, and the story is too, man.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how it took someone who or a team who was basically nothing and took them and made them big, big fucking guys.
But
That's
dude,
it, man.
there's so much more to it, man. Like the dude had, like, during this stuff was diagnosed with cancer, and like there's just so much more to it behind the scenes, man, that you don't see, man, and the stuff that he did, and just his mindset, and what, like things that went into it, man, and like his family and how they viewed him. It's just one of those things, man, that makes you just realize, man, like you could fucking do anything if you want to, man. Ain't nothing could stop you on this fucking planet, dog. Not cancer, not everyone telling you suck, fucking nothing, man. Not having the right talent, fuck that shit, dog.
Yeah, man. That's that's a pretty cool thing, man.
Yeah, it is, yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. Just check it out. All you motherfuckers out there, dog.
Yeah,
Telephone.
telephone, man. Yeah. So yeah, check out the documentary. I'll do that myself. See, watch it, fucking love it. What else you got for us, dog? I want to hear some of those notes, man.
So this one this one's interesting, Doug.
Hit us.
So when I was staying at this yoga place, man, I was sleeping in this dorm room, and this one girl next to me, I was sleeping one night, and next day I woke up, I'm talking with her, and she's like, she, she's like, oh, you were talking in your sleep last night. I said, "Oh shit, what was I saying, dog?" I was like, maybe I was confessing some shit. Who knows? She's like, "I don't know, man, but you were talking like," she said I was talking like some sort of fucking gangster or something. Like, oh
Really?
no, motherfucker, that shit ain't gonna go down. Fuck you, you know, like all this type of shit, man, like some fucking stone cold drug dealer. So I was thinking, man, maybe in my dreams I have an alternate ego.
You probably do, man. You got a pimp ego or something.
I have never heard anyone say that, man. So, fuck, man, maybe that shit goes deep in my subconscious more than I know.
Probably does, man. Sleeping, talking in your sleep, man. It's funny. I don't know how conscious you are when you are sleeping and talking, man. Because my girlfriend, she told me one time she was at this party or out with the bars and something with her friend. It's like her best girlfriend, and they started. I don't know who started first, man, but they started talking to each other in their sleep. Like they were sleep talking, but also at the same time talking to each other in their sleep, which is kind of fucking weird, huh?
Mm.
Like, how fucking asleep are you at that point? I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's because fucking human beings are connected on different levels, dog. People don't want to admit it.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yo, man, I might,
Deep.
yeah, fuck it, dog. That's later on in my notes, but I'm about to fucking hit you with some shit that my man David hit me with the other day that fucking really reaffirmed a lot of the shit that from my experience, seemed to be true. He said there was a story, and this guy's writing a book. He's a neuroscientist, right?
Yeah.
So he does brain surgeries and all this stuff, and a lot of the stuff he deals with is people who, when they're about to die, you know, he sees a lot of death, and he's also had a lot of experiences where people die and they come back, and a lot of these people say, you know, they went to experience some other place, whether they labeled it as heaven or you know something else, but some of these lasted, you know, a couple days where they were kind of gone and come back, or sometimes 20 minutes or so. Check this out, Doc. So his explanation as a neuroscientist was that in your neocortex in your brain, releases chemicals when you're about to die that accounts for these experiences to whatever, you know, help you die easier, or you feel like, you know, you're going somewhere else or whatever. And this is a chemical release in the neocortex of your brain. And that's his scientific explanation. This guy's he's an atheist. He's been doing a neurosurgeon for you know 30 years. You know, he's been doing this. So one day, the guy, you know, he wakes up, goes downstairs. He says he's feeling dizzy to his wife. Something's wrong. He just passes out. They take him to the hospital, and he has something fucking seriously wrong with him. And it just degenerates really fast, and he goes into like a coma, and it gets worse and worse, and his whole brain is shut down, and he's just like a fucking vegetable, and all this stuff. And they're, you know, basically gets to the point where they're saying to his wife, like, if he comes back, there's like a 2% chance he'll be able to talk and think, and a 5% chance he'll even be conscious. There's like 5% chance he's going to come back and even be conscious, and 2% chance he can even move. And as they're debating this, all of a sudden, the guy wakes up, man, opens his eyes, starts looking around, moving his hands, moving his arms. In like 2 days, everything comes back, and he had been, I don't know, out for a week or whatever. So during this time when he was gone, he was having all these experiences with other worlds and other beings and all this stuff, and he's sitting there like, oh yeah, man, it's because of the neocortex. So he was so fascinated by these experiences because they were so real. He started talking to the doctors about it, and he wanted to study it more. And as he looks farther into it, you know what he realizes? This whole time, his neocortex was shut down.
No!
Oh shit! And so his whole life
Whoa.
just got flipped upside down, man, where he was having all these experiences, but his total brain was off. So the idea that it was coming from his brain was scientifically just wrong. And and so that this guy's writing a book about it. I'll have to ask my friend when the book comes out. But dude, that is some deep shit, man. And I think is a fucking huge step for the scientific community, that realizing that this reality, man, is like our I think our consciousness exists somewhere else, and we're just plugged into this one. You know, you plug into a body, you know, but really that consciousness is somewhere else, man, in a different place. It's not your brain, it's not your body. Your brain is part of your body, man. It's not, but it's not I mean, your brain doesn't think, you think. Your
Yeah.
brain just processes things, you know. So that shit, when I heard that, I was like, oh fuck, man, this is my type of music, man. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
my type of shit. And I'm like, I want to check out that book because that is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. Remember to fucking send me the name of that shit. I'll
Yeah,
find it,
I don't
man.
know if he wrote it yet. I don't
Interesting.
know if he wrote it yet or he is writing it, but I'll have to look
Okay.
into it. But that story right
Pretty
there is
interesting.
fucking crazy, man. You take a neuroscientist who's so sure about everything, an atheist, then he has that experience and he's just sitting there like he's got to change his
What's
whole
going
life
on?
now, man. Like everything I thought was wrong.
Yeah, it's like it's probably, man, or it's maybe, man, that shit happened for a reason. You know,
Definitely, I think definitely did, man.
it's like I don't know, but it's kind of strange to talk about those things. That shit happens for reasons, and it's not like scientifically proven, but God knows, man. And even you and me just having this conversation is just crazy, man. Even the fact that I'm living in a house and driving a car and picking up a fucking I don't even know how to explain this computer, man. What is it really? Yeah, yeah, it's a computer. It's got a screen and a fucking keyboard and some speakers and shit, but what is it really, man? I don't know. I can't fucking explain it. It's run by power, electro shit.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
crazy, man. All,
Yeah.
life is crazy. So don't come starting. Oh, that's not scientifically proven, man. Uh, nah, dog. Nothing's fucking scientifically proven, man. It's all crazy. No matter how you look at it. Or, and that's like, being bored is something I am from time to time. But very fucking seldom nowadays. Not often. Because everything in life is so interesting. If you just, yeah, I know you already got your eyes open, but if you open your mind up, you know, and just start looking at things the other way, start kind of, I think it ties together with appreciation, being glad that you have shit and just realizing how fucking scarce everything is and that your life, as you're getting older, you can kind of see that shit is starting to go faster and faster, and that might be because you have fewer new experiences, but no matter what it is, man, you know, life is scarce, so enjoy it. Or
Yo,
I
Freddie,
think,
man, I
maybe
gotta take a piss really bad, but continue, dog.
okay, okay, man. I think, maybe enjoy it is not maybe even the right word, man, because sometimes life throws shit at you that cannot be enjoyed, or maybe it can, but it's hard, like your mother passing away, or something terrible happening to you, or maybe your fucking wife leaves you, or your business goes to hell, but don't enjoy life, and that's wrong too. But I mean, live it, enjoy the shit that is supposed to be enjoyed, and realize that most things actually are. If you take a look at the human body, it's basically designed to keep you fucking laughing and being happy, man. When you breathe, that feels amazing if you live it, if you're conscious, if you're aware, if you're there when it's happening. So When you're breathing, make sure to fucking have a little attention in your body at all times, man. It's easy to forget, but try to remember. So be in your body. You know, when you're taking a shit, when you're taking a proper shit, ooh wee, it feels good, dog. I don't know why, it just does. When you're eating, that feels fucking amazing. Eating feels great. Drinking water, that's fucking tremendous too, baby. When you're making out with your girl or man, feels so good, man. When you're giving your mother a hug, that feels good. When you're driving a car, that's exciting. When you are fucking jumping out of an airplane, skydiving, dog,
That's
be aware.
exciting.
That's exciting too, man.
No
You
doubt
know,
about that.
I'm just talking about to these people, man, about how much of life is supposed to be enjoyed, man, and how our bodies are basically designed to make us fucking laugh and be happy all the time. Like, you know, I'm talking about when you're breathing, if you really pay some attention to it or if you're really aware, it feels fucking good. You know, when you're eating, that feels good. Drinking water feels good. Taking a proper shit feels good. Running a mountain feels fucking fantastic. Jiu-jitsu, working out, fucking, having sex, jumping up and down, dancing. So many things, man. Childbirth. Man, I can go on
Childbirth. I
for
don't know
3
about that one,
hours.
Doug.
Oh yeah, man. Maybe that's off the list.
I think that might hurt a little bit.
I was
The
talking about
fucking
watching.
baby out that monkey.
True that. Maybe it's even painful to watch, man. I did see it in a movie one time and I almost passed the fuck out.
Yeah, one of my friends told me this, dude, that shitting feels better for guys because guys have a prostate. And I don't know if you heard like some people like dudes like sticking a finger up their ass and rubbing their prostate because your prostate has a lot of nerve endings, man. It's like something some people like to do. But women don't have
Yeah,
a prostate. So
but
when
I
men
think they
take a
like to
shit,
have a finger up their ass.
oh, no doubt about it, dog. But but check it out, man. When men take a shit, the shit goes, through there and it whatever rubs in your prostate. So it makes it I guess why you get that really warm, good feeling, man. And chicks don't quite get it as much because they don't got that prostate to be stimulated.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. But yeah, that's just like an example of how we're designed to be full of pleasures.
Like
And
even when
still,
taking
man,
a shit, man.
even taking a shit, man, that's how beautifully God fucking gave us our bodies, or whoever did, or however we came about. Survival, maybe, you know. But, you know, I'm talking about, a lot of the times you and I would say, enjoy it, enjoy life. And that's true, but I think a better way of saying it is not gonna, is live it, you know? Cause sometimes bad shit happens and you gotta live through that shit. And if I'm a pretty positive dude, and I say whenever shit happens, when I'm in front of a bad situation or something just goes to fucking shit, I think, you know what, man, in 3 weeks or in 1 year, I'm gonna look back at this shit and I'm gonna know something. I'm gonna be a little stronger, uh, and so on, man. You're always learning, you know? So whatever fucking life throws at you, live it and just know, cause without a doubt, man, you learn something from it. Unless you lose a fucking limb or something, that shit just sucks.
Yeah, man. I think I read this book called Zorba the Greek, which was a pretty cool book. And then this experience I had a couple months ago on the fucking beach. Went deep. The number one thing I started off, it peaked when I read that book and then really culminated there is that like life is meant to be celebrated, but shit just gets in the way of celebrating it. So fucking
Yeah,
simple, man. But every day is meant to be celebrated, but all this shit happens that gets in the way that stops you from celebrating it. And some people let the shit get in the way more than others. I know I do. Everyone does. But at the base of it, man, life is meant to be celebrated, like fucking with gusto.
yeah. I believe that too, man. But it's like, yeah, even though, we're talking about being positive and fucking living life and all that, yeah, sometimes you're gonna fuck up, man, and I do too. And, you're gonna be slipping and all that type of shit, but we just don't want you to fucking end up in a miserable spot, man. Like, cause I think the more people that are being or living miserable lives, just creates more shit in the world, man, and that's not what we need at this point. We need as many people as possible to be happy, to be fucking nice to each other and all that type of shit. Cause, like, yeah, that's what we need, man.
Spoken like a fucking true soldier, dog.
Wee! That's right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta fucking go pretty soon, man. But, we can keep going for a couple of minutes. Uh, so what are you doing today, dog? How was the weekend? You got a birthday. How was the birthday? Tell us about that. How's life, bro?
It was good, dog. I went to fucking lunch on my birthday, and then yesterday went to see my brother. He got to move into this new house by the beach, living like a doctor.
Really?
Yeah, man, he
Huh.
got some good deal. Met his room, one of his
Well,
roommates. I don't know, man. This guy is from Chicago, but I don't know. I maybe never. I probably have, but at least for as long as I can remember, I have never seen a guy this big in my entire life. Like
that
the guy's a no, dude. Like just like a gorilla. Not like
like
no
full of
stomach at all,
muscles.
man. I think he's like my brother works out of it. He's like 240 pounds, but this guy's like 300 pounds, which is like I don't know, man. More than I don't know how many kilos, 150 kilos.
Are, oh, yeah,
But
and your
and
brother
he's
is
like
like
and he's
120?
yeah, or maybe a little bit less. I don't know the exact conversion, man. Probably a little less,
Okay.
but basically, dude, this guy is you. I haven't don't remember ever seeing a guy this big. Put it that way, man. I don't think anyone else does. And his brother, his he said his brother plays on some football team, but the guy sat in his chair, and the chair in the house just fucking broke. I'm not even kidding, man. He can only sit on the couch, and he's like a wrestling coach. Doesn't have a fucking big stomach or anything, just a fucking like his
He's a
arm,
wrestling
like
coach?
yeah, his arm right here is probably the size as like my leg.
Oh, fuck.
Like just right here. So that shit's just fucking genetics, man.
Yeah.
Then went to visit my grandparents. My one grandpa, he's all fucking can't remember anything anymore, but he's funny. Like
Okay.
he doesn't remember any of us, but he just says like basic stuff, like what's in front of him. Like my brother had this shirt on, it said crooks and something. And I sit down and he goes, "Oh, so you're a crook?" Then afterwards
Solid.
we went to the Dodgers game last night and then came back, man. So that's the wrap.
Cool weekend, brother. I like it. So you were happy about the birthday? Did you get to eat some fucking food on your birthday, man?
Yeah,
Besides
we
the fasting?
went to lunch, man. I get to eat that lunch meal, so you know how we do.
Ooh, that's wonderful, man. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that you're doing the fucking fast and all, or a cleanse.
Yeah,
It's interesting, man. It just goes to show, man, that you're trying new things, being open about shit. That's a wonderful thing, man. Setting a good example for people watching F&N Raw Uncut, motherfuckers. Get up.
gotta be healthy,
Just,
dog. Get that health together.
yeah, man. That's important, man.
So fucking, my mother told me to tell you hi, man. She's excited to fucking see you.
Oh, really? Cool.
Really, dog. We got fucking getting shit all prepared, man. Months in advance for Freddie.
Powerful, baby.
Getting a fucking upgraded air conditioning so you can feel like you're at home.
Ah!
You know,
Ooh.
dog. Getting some jackets and shit. It's a fucking beanie.
Ah, you don't need that. Oh, well,
Gotta
December,
get.
is that pretty fucking cold over there?
I don't.
How's the weather?
It depends, man. Not like Norway, dog.
I'm probably gonna fucking be happy, man, 'cause it's gonna be like minus 20 degrees over here,
Or
so.
not even close. The lowest ever will probably be like 2 or 3.
Okay, that's
That's it, like
wonderful.
in the morning before the sun comes out type shit, you know. But usually anywhere from 10 to 20,
Yeah, that's cool, man.
but the sun's always
Uh,
out though.
yeah, hey, man, remember I had that fucking, like, I was so fucking, uh, yeah, a little scared of, like, talking about traveling and shit with my girlfriend. It's funny, man, how these things, when you're thinking about shit and it scares you because you don't know what the outcome might be. But I did it, man, like, probably a couple of weeks ago now, a week at least. Well, and it went fucking fine, man. No breakup, no nothing. Uh, it's cool. So, yeah, we might have to talk a little bit more about it, man, but it's funny. Sometimes the shit that scares you is just, it's fear and it's not real and it's less than fucking air. It's not non-existent
Yeah,
in
man.
reality.
That's
It
one thing
wasn't
though.
even
That's one thing though is easier said than done, man. I've said that to myself many times, but when it comes to something that you're like, I don't really think you can just fucking say that and then it's not a big deal anymore, man. If you're fucking afraid of something, that shit's gonna happen no matter what, you know?
yeah, yeah. But
I guess it's
I
good to
mean,
be aware of, man, but I don't really know what the solution is, Doug.
I don't, I think there's no solution, man. If I think fear is, maybe it's not real, but it's something that's in you for a reason and something to conquer, man. I don't think you're ever gonna live a day without fear or something, you know?
Yeah, I think put in perspective too helps too. Like, I'm fucking worried about blah blah blah, but really I have blah 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 and this and that, you know what I mean? Looking
Yeah,
at the whole picture of things, like it ain't really
that big of a
I
deal.
don't know the fuck I'm saying, dog.
What I wanted to say was just like if you have something that you're fucking
Fucking
scared of,
say it, dog.
say it or do it. Chances are it's not gonna be as bad as you imagined,
The
you know?
no, I guess the number one way to fucking get rid of your fears is face them.
Yeah,
That's it
yeah,
for
that's
anything, man. The number one way to
well,
get rid of your fears is face them.
well put, brother. But hey, man, I gotta fucking hang up. So let's wrap up the podcast first. Thanks for listening, guys. You were doing a great job at that. Thank you.
Look at
Uh,
this motherfucker over here, dog. Thanking people for listening.
I'm joking over here, dog. It's, it's my fucking failures as a funny person, man. But anyways, peace the fuck out. It's a beautiful day. Get up.
Peace
Any
out,
last words?
motherfuckers.